So I just saw Jurassic World Rebirth, and most of the reception has been mixed from critics, but I'm not a movie critic, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion of this movie to the best of my ability, because this is the first time I've done a movie review on this channel. So yeah, here we go. Just a warning, there will be spoilers for the movie, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, then I advise that you skip this video, watch the movie, then come back so you can hear my thoughts and opinions. So, where do we begin? Well, compared to the previous installments in the franchise, I found Jurassic World Rebirth to be better than, to be honest, the entire Jurassic World trilogy. I think it's the best of the 4 Jurassic World titled movies. Jurassic franchise though, I'm gonna be honest, this might be a bit biased because I'm very biased towards the original trilogy, but I'd put it in 4th place. I'd still put the original trilogy ahead of Rebirth. Don't get me wrong, there are some aspects of Rebirth that are better than both The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, but I'm just giving my ranking right now. So now, let's get into the plot. You know, I don't want to make this a long video, so I'm just gonna make it quick. So in the movie, Scarlett Johansson's character and Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali and Rupert Friend, they go to an island. Certain population of dinosaurs left because in the movie, most of the dinosaurs in the world are now dead because they couldn't deal with human climate and diseases and all that, so they're all dead. And they're only able to survive in regions around the equator. And along the way, there is a family that is going on like a little sailboat cruise. The Mosasaurus appears and knocks them over. So then Scarlett Johansson and all of our other guys, they go rescue them. Then their boat is attacked by the Mosasaur again with the Spinosaurs, which is a pretty cool scene, I think. Then eventually the Spinosaurs and the Mosasaur cause their boat to crash. So now they're all stuck on the island. Here we go. So they are on the island and they get split up because Rupert Friend's character, he's actually he's the bad guy, the human antagonist, and he caused one of the family's daughters to fall in the ocean, so the family goes after her, while Scarlett Johansson and the other characters are off on their own. So then you kind of cut back and forth between the characters, Scarlett Johansson and her team getting DNA from the Mosasaur, Titanosauruses, and Quetzalcoatlus, and some characters die along the way, 2 to the Spinosaurs and 1 to a Quetzalcoatlus, and then you get the other interaction with the family. You know, you get the T-Rex river raft scene, which was actually really cool to see. It was actually nice to see. I had recently just reread the Jurassic Park novel in preparation for this movie, and I think it did pretty justice. Good reimagination of the raft river scene from the novel. And then once they get all the DNA, Scarlett Johansson and her guys, they get the DNA, they go to a village that was there because in the movie, their island that they're on was an original research facility for Jurassic Park / World, where they were crossbreeding dinosaurs, kind of like the hybrids, but they're not hybrids, they're mutated dinosaurs like the Mutodons and the Distortus Rex. So they get there, and then the family gets there, and then Rupert Friend, oh no, he does the big bad guy reveal where he has a gun that he took from a dead body in a helicopter. And then the Mutodons appear, they get split up again. The Mutodons actually had a lot of screen time, which surprised me. I thought they were not going to be in the movie that much, but they were in the movie more than the Distortus Rex itself, which, interesting, I thought. Rupert Friend does his bad guy cowardly thing and he drives away. And then Scarlett Johansson and the mercenaries and the paleontologist, Henry Loomis, Jonathan Bailey's character, they reunite with the family, and then they get to the dock where they have a boat so they can escape. And then Rupert Friend, he comes along, Distortus Rex eats him like the Rancor, which I actually caught on was pretty nice. So yeah, Rupert Friend, he gets ripped apart. Well, he doesn't get ripped apart, he gets eaten like the Rancor. He gets like bitten and ripped in half, basically. And then Mahershala Ali's character, Duncan, you think that he sacrifices himself to lure the Distortus Rex away so everyone can escape? No, he doesn't. He actually doesn't die. I thought he was gonna die, but he didn't. So then they all get on the boat, they sail off the island, and yeah, that was pretty much the movie. Highlights, like I said, the T-Rex river raft scene was really cool to see. The moment with the Mosasaur and the Spinosaurs attacking the boat was also really cool. And the characters, they were actually not that bad. They weren't annoying like Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were, and they're actually all pretty likable. Plot, it does kind of go against Dominion, but it kind of does make sense because, you know, the dinosaurs were adapted on Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna, where it was like hot and tropical for them to adapt. But then when they're in the normal human world, then it kind of makes sense that, you know, climate and disease and all that would slowly kill them off. They have a Apatosaurus dying at the beginning of the movie in New York City. So there was that. And the script was actually not that bad. There was a couple of funny moments, I'd say. I mean, I didn't laugh because, I don't know, but some people in the audience around me did laugh, so there was that. And bad things about the movie, there's a lot of filler, I feel like, in the movie. The movie's over 2 hours long, but they could have easily cut out a couple scenes. Like, there's some dialogue that could have been cut out, I think. There's a couple of plot points that I feel like were kind of silly, and Rupert Friend, once again, just being a cowardly, greedy businessman asshole character, as we've seen in Fallen Kingdom and Dominion and Jurassic World. You know, these guys, like, you know, they're businessmen, but they want to have the dinosaurs as weapons or hybrids, whatever. He just wanted money, kind of like Eli Mills in Fallen Kingdom. He wanted just money. I don't know, the Mutodons having more screen time than the Distortus Rex, honestly, kind of surprised me. Actually, the Distortus Rex does not die, which also surprised me, because with other movies, you know, Indominus Rex gets eaten by the Mosasaurus, Indoraptor gets impaled on the Ceratopsian skull, and the Giganotosaurus, for whatever reason, had to die. Therizinosaurus, T-Rex team up. It didn't have anything dumb like that, you know, two dinosaurs team up against the Distortus Rex or whatever. It didn't have anything dumb like that. It was pretty solid, you know. There was another scene as well where one of the kids from the raft, he was going off to pee in the corner. It's supposed to be funny, you hear him peeing, and then a Velociraptor sneaks up from behind him, and just as about to pounce, the Mutodon comes out of nowhere and just eats the Velociraptor. It's like, okay. And that's all you see of the Velociraptor. A lot of the dinosaurs in the movie is just cameos, like the Velociraptor has that one scene. The Compsognathus also has one scene. And Kylosaurus has like a split-second cameo when Rupert Friend is driving down the road to escape. There was also a cool little scene where it had a Dunkleosteus when there's like fishing in Suriname. They catch a Dunkleosteus, so obviously at some point they create a Dunkleosteus. Yeah, I guess pretty solid movie. Couple problems with the movie, but overall, I give it like a 7 out of 10.